asexual reproduction. Okay. Now, asexual reproduction always occur with two germ cell. Keep in mind, in this reproduction, two germ cells are involved. Okay. So female gamete and male gamete are these two germ cells. Okay. One germ cell is a female gamete and second germ cell is a male gamete. Okay. And there are two main steps of this asexual reproduction. What is first step? Gamete formation. And the second step is fertilization. Okay. What is first step? Gamete formation. Now what is gamete formation? Gamete formation is actually occurred by meiosis process. We already studied meiosis process in chapter 2. Okay. So what happens here? Haploid gametes are formed, means the gamete is divided into half. Okay, it reduced to half, so it is called as haploid gamete. So there are two haploid gametes of male germ cell or male gamete and haploid of female gamete. So this is a first step called as a gamete formation. Okay, पहिल्या स्टेप मध्ये काय होतं? गॅमेट तयार होतात, हॅप्लॉइड गॅमेट तयार होतात किंवा ह्याला मिओसिस प्रोसेसने तयार होतात. Understand? Understand or not? What is first step?
Understand.
Yeah. So what is first step? Gamete formation. Now, in the next step, that is called fertilization. Second step is fertilization. Now, what happens in the fertilization? The diploid zygote is formed. Now, how it is formed? How this diploid zygote is formed? In the previous step, I told you haploid male and female gametes are formed, and this male and female gamete get united, and their union results in zygote. Their union results in zygote formation by mitosis process. Okay, and this zygote get developed into embryo, and after this embryo developed into new individual, म्हणजे नवीन एक बेबी किंवा बाळ तयार होतं. So these are two steps. So what was first step? Tell me. What was first step in sexual reproduction?
Gamete formation.
Yes, gamete formation. And second step is
Fertilization.
fertilization. First step occurs by which process? Meiosis or mitosis? The first step.
Meiosis.
Meiosis. Correct. And the second step?
Mitosis.
Mitosis. Correct. So in the second step, zygote divide by mitosis, and then embryo is formed. Okay. So if you get this question, maybe for a short note, just take screenshot. I do some marking. So here it occurs by, this is for gamete formation. Okay, first step, and this is a meiosis process, and here haploid gametes are formed. So take this screenshot for the this one. Okay, and after that, here for the fertilization. So in fertilization, what happen? Diploid zygote is formed, and how it is formed? By union of haploid male and female gamete. Okay, after meiosis process occur and embryo is formed. Okay, so this is a second step called as a fertilization. Understand? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. After what happens? This embryo developed into new individual. Now here two parents are involved. If you see a sexual reproduction, there was a single parent, but here in sexual reproduction, two parents are involved, and one is male parent and one is female parent. So always the parents are male parent and female parent in all the multicellular organisms. Okay. Now here what happens? Actually a fusion of male and female gamete occurs. Okay, so male gamete unite with female gamete, and then new individual baby is formed. Okay, so here there is similarity with parents of some characters, but some characters are different. In asexual reproduction, what happens? All the characters are same as parent because there is a single parent. But here there are two parents, so some characteristics come from male parent and some characteristics come from female parent, or sometimes there is a different characteristics also occur. Okay, that's why there is a diversity. Okay, diversity, genetic variation, or it is because of genetic variation there is a diversity. Okay, understand? So if someone asks the distinguish between asexual reproduction and sexual reproduction, keep in mind, in asexual reproduction single parent is involved. In sexual reproduction two parents, that is male parent and female parent is involved. Second difference is asexual reproduction occurs rapidly while sexual reproduction is slower than asexual reproduction. Third, there are exact similarities, okay, in the sexual reproduction. So in asexual reproduction single parent is involved, while in sexual reproduction two parents, that is male parent and female parent, are involved. Asexual reproduction occurs rapidly, sexual reproduction is slower process. Okay, in asexual reproduction the new born individual is exactly same as their parent, while in sexual reproduction there is a genetic variation, or we can say diversity. Okay, so these are the points of sexual reproduction and asexual reproduction. Okay, so this is a distinguish between asexual and sexual reproduction. Okay, now we see asexual sexual reproduction in plants. So what is part of the plant which is responsible for reproduction? Do you know which part is responsible for reproduction in case of plants? Do you know? No one? It's a flower. Okay, which part is responsible for reproduction in the plant? It's a flower. Okay, so flower is a reproductive organ in the plant. So here we see some parts of the flower. So you can see this diagram. This is a flower. So the main part here is this. You can see this green color part. That is a female part. Okay, and it has a stigma. It is a sticky. And then the style, and after here is a ovary. Okay, so this is a female part of the flower. While you can see these 1 2 3 4 5 6, these are called as anthers. Okay, and these are the anthers, and that is a male part. Okay, then these are the petals, you know, the attractive petals. Every flower has petals, and after petals everything is supported on the sepal. Okay, so this is a sepal, and then the pedicel म्हणजे इथं खाली देठ असतं बघा. So these are the parts of flower. Okay, okay, so this diagram is important. Sometimes this diagram is asked in the exam. Okay, parts of flower. So this diagram is important. You have to draw this diagram in your notes. Okay, so these are parts of the flower. Okay, so it consists of 4 floral whorls as calyx, corolla, androecium and gymnasium. Gynoecium. Okay, so these are androecium. These male parts are called androecium, and this complete green color you can see here, this is called gynoecium. Okay, and this androecium and gynoecium are called essential whorls. Okay, because they perform function of sexual reproduction. Okay, whereas this corolla or these calyx, these are called accessory whorls. Okay, they do not really take part in sexual reproduction, but they help for sexual reproduction. So they are called accessory whorls because they are not directly responsible. Okay, so these are the parts of flower. So keep in mind, for notes, I give you some underlines. So it is a structural unit of sexual reproduction, and androecium and gynoecium are essential whorls, while calyx and corolla are accessory whorls. Members of calyx are called sepals. Okay, members of corolla are called petals. So these are the notes. Okay, these are called parts of flower. Okay, this is about parts of flower. Take screenshot if you want. Take screenshot. And this diagram is very important. Okay, this diagram is very important. Many times, many flowers has both the parts,